All the information that I'll present tonight comes from the Vedic scriptures. The Vedas are very ancient scriptures. Actually, they were written down 5,000 years ago. But the knowledge itself is eternal. So prior to being written down, it was passed down orally from one perfect master to the next. Such a line of perfect teachers is known as a disciplic succession, or parampara. Parampara is necessary for the truth to descend in its pure form. We're in the parampara known as the Brahma Sampradaya. And we feel very fortunate to receive our knowledge through this lineage. So, this is not my opinion. I'm just passing on this eternal science. In the world today, yoga is becoming more and more popular. Hardly any country or any town doesn't have yoga of some type. And America is basically mainstream. And, of course, when we think of yoga, normally we think of Hatha yoga, or the yoga of different bodily asanas or poses, physical exercise. And certainly this is very beneficial. I remember quite a few years ago now when yoga wasn't quite so well known. I was in Russia, in Sochi, on the Black Sea. And it was very early in the morning, and I went out to the beach, and it was still dark. And I was doing some Hatha yoga. And there was nobody on the beach. It was like completely empty. And then I just realized there was somebody there, and I kind of looked out of the corner of my eye. I was in a pose where, I wasn't standing. I was laying down, feet over my head. Kind of just looked up like this. And I saw this old Russian man. He was just sitting there looking at me, And so I didn't say anything. I just kept doing what I was doing. After a short while, he says, "Yoga, huh?" And he just walked off into the dark. I went, "Oh, you've been here? Old Russian man. He knows what I'm doing," you see. So a lot of people know about yoga, and a lot of people do yoga. But again, mostly in this category of Hatha yoga. But there's much, much more to yoga than that. Hatha yoga is just a tiny little part of a big system of yoga. And as I said, there's different yoga systems which comprise the overall system. It is a philosophy, but more than just a philosophy, it is a way of life. It is a complete way of life. You can make it so every aspect of your life is a part of yoga. The teaching of yoga applies to everything we do, from our eating to our sleeping, to our exercise, to our work, to our meditations, to our goals in life, to the whole life that we lead, And if we follow these yoga teachings, then it will be guaranteed that we'll be living our life correctly. And I can say this with absolute assurance, because all of this yoga knowledge originates from the Supreme Lord Himself. He is the original spiritual master. And from the original spiritual master comes all the original truth. And it passes down through perfect mediums. See, representatives of the perfect master. So reality is there's only one true spiritual master, and all other true masters are simply representatives of the one.